In June of 2017, alternative/indie group Big Thief dropped their sophomore album Capacity, just a little over a year after their debut project Masterpiece. Masterpiece was met with high praise as it explored the process of harnessing pain, loss, and love while simultaneously letting go. Adrian Linker's emotional writing over the intoxicating musicality of the group brought in the masses to see what was next for the band. Carrying over similar themes from Masterpiece into their sophomore effort, Big Thief on April 5, 2017 made it very clear that the sharing of true, raw stories and emotions was far from being over with. In fact, Linker somehow delved deeper into her past, more specifically her mother. This is Mythological Beauty.
La 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 la.
What's going on, guys? Welcome to my very first video, I guess, like this format. If you haven't checked out the podcast, the Collective Podcast, we have how many episodes do we have now? We have 3 episodes available on the YouTube channel now that are video. We previously weren't shooting video. We have about 50 episodes more. No. I retract that. We have like at least 40 to 46 episodes of just audio on Apple, Spotify, and Google Podcasts. And we also have audio on this channel. So if you're an OG, you know that already. But if you're new here, subscribe, do something, share. I don't know, dude. Just help us out. We're getting close to 50 subs, and you know, it'd be a big help if you could help us out with that. So preface, Mythological Beauty is one of my favorite songs to listen to because it is probably one of the most honest songs I've ever heard. I just really can't think of another song. Hopefully someone in the comments can bring up a song that I can listen to, react to, break down, that just compares to the level of honesty and Mythological Beauty. So without further ado, let's get into the reaction.
You have a mythological beauty. You have the eye of someone I have seen outside of ordinary situations, even outside of dreams. You lie in bed at night and watch the lines of headlights through your screen. There is a child inside you who is trying to raise a child in need.
All right, that's one of the first lines that's probably going to end up telling the story of the entire song. It goes, "There's a child inside of you who's trying to raise a child in me," which is really just talking about how at such a young age she had to take on, her mother being the one that had to take on this insane task of being a mom. It's really a scary thing, early parenting, and you know, sometimes you don't really figure it out until, you know, who knows what age. And her mother being placed in that situation at an early age, I think, doing the math with a later lyric that comes, it seems that she was about 21, maybe a little younger than that when she had her first child. So that's very young. So let's continue.
If you wanna leave, you just have to say you're all caught up inside, but you know the way. You cut the flesh of your left thumb using your boyfriend's knife. 17, you took him home, and you gave birth to your first life.
So I totally forgot about this lyric. So 17, wow. 17 was the age that she had her first born, which that's a young age. That's a very young age to even even contextualize having a child. And so the funny thing about these live performances, she normally does this thing where she says 17 you took him home. The original lyric, as it states, is 17 you took his cum. So which is a very honest and very it's just straight up. You took his cum and now you have your child. And I think that's the realness that Adrian presents in the most honest way. I don't know how else to explain this. Like, I don't, for lack of better terms, she's just a very honest writer, and I appreciate it. I really do, because the very first time I ever, sat down with this song and actually like looked up the lyrics, because I guess in indie you end up losing yourself in the music part because you just like you get intoxicated by these sounds that they're making, specifically Big Thief. I mean, the guitars that she writes are absolutely gorgeous, the drum parts are amazing, and you just get lost in the music sometimes. And I guess I was getting lost in the music because I would put it on at work and just, oh, it's a good day, we're getting through work, until you just start really listening to like specifically the last bit of this song. And I just was like, wow, this is very, very crazy. Like, I never really even like sat down with it. So now you're sitting down with me listening to it. Yay. All right, let's continue.
You gave Andrew a family who you thought would love and take better care. I have an older brother, I don't know, he could be anywhere.
All right, so another major revelation has been made within, I think, one bar of the 17 you took his cum line, which is her mom, is that her mom became pregnant as a teenager and gave the baby up for adoption. So another revelation within, I think, seconds of her telling her that she got pregnant at 17, and it's that she had her firstborn and gave it up for adoption. Just another really, really personal detail to add to this song, along with the fact that she got pregnant at 17, and just adding on to this story that develops into just her just being a human being. And I think I brushed over it a little bit, but it's just really Adrian empathizing for her mom, because she probably did hold a grudge at some point with her mom. I don't know, but it maybe would have been like, oh my God, like that's a lot to deal with, especially just at such a young age. And I think it's just a 3 to 4 minute song of her really empathizing for her mom and everything she had gone through.
If you wanna leave, you just have to say
It's a beautiful chorus, by the way.
you're all caught up inside, but you know the way. You're all caught up inside, but you know the way. Rented a house in Miswamity, soda, shrapnel and oil cans, rhubarb in the yard. I built a ladder out of metal pieces. Father was working hard, standing beneath the oak tree by the front door. You were inside baking bread. Sister came out and put her arms around me, blood gushing from my head. You held me in the backseat with the
it still gives me goosebumps, man. Jesus Christ. So, like I said in the very beginning of this video, there is no really explanation to give other than this is insane. I mean, goodness gracious. So, where do I begin? So, Adrian is talking about a very traumatic event that happened in her life when she was 5 years old. So she details how she was in the front yard playing around or doing whatever a 5 year old does in the front yard, you know? And she's talking about how when she was five, a railroad spike fell from the beginnings of a makeshift treehouse, and and it landed on her head and like almost killed her, as you could tell, because that's a lot of blunt trauma. And I guess that just like hit her head as hard as shit. And she details how her sister is like taking care of her for a little bit, and then her mom, who just random details, very specific details of like her mom just being inside making bread. And it all comes back to this like moment of like we're all just human. And you know, it's it's her sympathizing or empathizing with the fact that we're all human, especially my mom, who, you know, is just a 27-year-old trying to, you know, figure things out. And just a very horrible accident happened. And it's just really, really vivid writing at this point, just talking about you held me in the backseat with a dish rag soaking up blood with your eyes. I was just 5 and you were 27, praying don't let my baby die. It's brutal. It's really brutal. And I think naturally, as human beings, we all go through those like situations. Hopefully, not as scary as that, but like those traumatic situations where we kind of just like God, just you know, give me a break and just let this situation be all right so I can get better. And I really do love this song for just that, just the feeling of like Adrian being like, I love her for, you know, just trying to get it together and trying to be better and trying to, you know, be this perfect human being that all mothers try to be for their kids. And but at the same time, she's perfect in her own way because she still loves me unconditionally no matter what. And it's just a beautiful song. So let's get to the end, because they truly do kill this performance. I'm really glad that this version of this song exists. But do go watch the music video. It has a lot of great imagery. And this is just for pure sounds at this point. This great performance.
If you wanna leave, you just have to say you're all caught up inside, but you know the way. You're all caught up inside, but you know the way. You're all caught up inside, but you know the way. You're all caught up inside, but you know, but you know.
Wow. Wow. Beautiful song. Shout out to the current. I'm gonna keep this screen up for a little bit because Jesus Christ, they deserve all the credit in the world for that. That was beautifully shot. Wow. I have nothing else to say about this song. I think I've really detailed it as much as I possibly could without being redundant. And man, it's just, I just felt this urge to make this video because it's one of the it's just one of my favorite songs that I really feel like didn't get enough attention. So, But yeah, that's Mythological Beauty. Thank you for watching this video. I have no idea what songs to do next. If you have any recommendations, I would gladly take them. I'm really open to anything. So send me anything you would like. Hit me in the DMs on my Instagram. Dev is alive. And yeah, that's Mythological Beauty. I'll see you guys in the next video. Subscribe to the channel. Watch the podcast, Collective Podcast, the Weekly House Show, which is a wrestling specific podcast, will be coming soon, November 8th to be specific. Anything else? Nope. Guys, thank you.